We are on the island of Mamula in Montenegro. The island of Mamula is in the Bay of Kotor or Boka Kotorska, 3.2 nautical miles away from the city of Herceg-Novi. The island has a fortress which occupies 80% of its surface. The fortress was built in 1853 by the Austro-Hungarian general Lazar Mamula. During the Second World War, it used as a concentration camp for local patriots, partisans, and everyone who was against the fascist dictatorship of Benito Mussolini. Women, children, and men were all put together in small cells. Often more than 10 of them were in only one cell. They were sleep deprived, they were starving, they were tortured. More than 100 people died. The fascist regime was known for its notorious behavior towards the prisoners. My grandmother Radojka, in 1942, when she was only 8 years old, was imprisoned here on Mamula together with her siblings, her brothers Spiro and Lolo, and her sisters Anka and Jelka and Dragica. I remember the stories she told me about the island, even though she was a child. She remembered the atrocities and the hunger and starvation and sleep deprivation on the island, and the 6 worst months of her childhood and even her life. They were imprisoned here only because of the fact that their uncle Tomo was in the partisans. I remember that she told me that they had only half of a bowl of minestrone or tin soup a day. Whenever a child would cry, the fascists would beat everyone in the cell with the child until the child would stop crying. Tides around the island are very strong and it's nearly impossible to escape.
Ribao sam s njima i dolazi 25. maj 42. Mi smo spavali u barku. I mi smo tu spavali i negdje 11 sati je uvečer bilo. Zove Luka stari s kraja, Vlado Božo, dođite. I kad su se oni ozvali i kad smo došli na kraj, kaže Božo, onda Luka pokaže na Boža, ovamo Ivanka. A Vlado i Vlada Vanka. A ja sam se, dok su oni raspravljali sve kako sam mlađi bio ja, Poška. I moj otac je tamo bio i 6 mjeseci i mati je odila 1 put mjesečno je moglo. Tako su i Vladu i Božu slali. Pa njima su šali cigarete, a oni mijenjali tamo za kruh. Drugome Hercegovci jedni su dali za cigaretu 15 deka kruha što je dobio. Vlado i Božo i sve su bili kao mladinci, to je Bokeška narodna omladina. Ja i Vlado odmah smo se javili da idemo u Varznačić, onda mene žene neke.
The government of Montenegro wants to build a high profitable resort and to invest 15 million euros into the development of the island, which would accommodate wealthy guests from all over the world. 23 luxurious rooms will be built. In the beginning of 2014, the initiative of the NGO Synergy from Herceg-Novi resulted in the collection of 25,000 signatures against such a privatization of the island. The Parliament of Montenegro, in the end of 2014, voted against such a privatization by 2 votes. Nevertheless, the government, together with the Ministry of Tourism and Ministry of Development still decided to sign the contract with the Egyptian company. This island is a home to various kinds of seagulls and seabirds, as well as for rabbits. And the development of such a hotel would make them homeless. The vegetation on the island is typically Mediterranean. It includes olives, figs, and agave cacti. The UNESCO management, together with Boutros Ghali, stated that Mamula should be a place of cultural values and a memorial place and a museum, a place where artists, diplomats, scientists, and all intellectuals would gather and share ideas and values. Experts in history, architecture, and culture all agree that it is better to leave Mamula in this state than to invest and change and destroy the cultural values. To privatize Mamula would be similar to privatizing Auschwitz and making a hotel, disco, or tourist facility out of it. Veterans from the Second World War stated in an open letter to the president of the Montenegrin parliament that they would like this place to be a memorial and a museum, and not a hotel. Orascom also invested in the development of Luštica Bay, which is nearby, and Mamula would be just an appendix to the whole project. Mamula is a special place for many people, and many people will not have the access once the hotel is built. The appeal to stop such a privatization has been heard all over the world. Construction should start in the year of 2017. To privatize Mamula would be a crime, and it would tarnish the memory to all of those who were imprisoned and killed here.